and start recording. Cool. Now hopefully it does that. So yeah, I have never messed with Streamlabs before. I just downloaded Streamlabs OBS the other day after I saw that it would convert stuff over pretty well, and it seems like it's fine. So anyway, let me listen to myself real quick. Oh, I know I always mute the Twitch chat because of a certain few situations. All right, let's see how the audio sounds just real quick. Situations. All right, let's see how the audio. All right, that seems pretty good. That felt like that came a little quicker. When I stream on OBS, I swear it takes a little longer. Maybe there's more lag through that or whatever. But all right, yeah, hopefully everything is good. Sorry about that. All right, well that's down there, and I'm already seeing that up here, so hopefully everything is good. Okay. So today I am going to be playing Kirby's Adventure for the 100% completion. I did not realize, so last time I played Dreamland, I didn't realize Kirby had an extra game version of it where you have less health and stuff. And I didn't realize it also had boss endurance. I always thought that was Nightmare and Dreamland exclusive. I didn't realize it was in I didn't realize it was in Kirby's Adventure too, so that's a little different for me. I was not expecting that personally. So I find that a little funny. I always thought Superstar added most of that stuff into the series. At least maybe not the extra game part, but like the boss endurance and whatnot. But I guess so. So fuck it. We'll go into this the way it is. I am playing off the Raspberry Pi again. Again, I do own the game through. I actually didn't read through the booklet this time, but I do own the game through Kirby's Dream Collection, and I don't have it with me, but up in my family's cabin, I do also have a copy of the NES. I do have an NES up there for some reason. It doesn't really do that great on modern television, so we don't really have it plugged in, but it does have. What's the best way to put it? We do have an NES plus Kirby's Adventure up there because that was the game I bought after I got Kirby 64, so that was fun. Real quick, I won't go as in deep into the guide as I did last time, just because Kirby's Dreamland is very lack of content. Why is it Kirby's Dreamland and Dreamland 2? It was Kirby's Adventure came out, then Dreamland, if I'm correct. Wasn't it? Am I wrong? Let me see. No, it had to be, yeah. I think they just wanted to get everything all. Oh, they're doing it by system. That's why. Okay. Yeah, we'll go over that in a second. Okay, so I'll just read the significant page and then we'll consider it there. Kirby's Adventure, released May 1993, action-adventure platformer, available on the Wii Virtual Console title and as a Nintendo 3DS 3D Classic title. I forgot about that as well. I'll have to buy that one day. I heard there's an exclusive glitch on there, too. Our goal for Kirby's Adventure was to give Kirby new actions that made playing in Kirby's world even more fun. We wondered, what if Kirby could copy the abilities of enemies he ate? That's when we came up with Kirby's copy ability. This new feature took Kirby's inhale ability to the next level and made it possible to play the same stage in many different ways. Okay, and here's a little tidbit. The origin of the ball-shaped Kirby. You've seen ball-shaped Kirby in games like Kirby Canvas Curse and Kirby's Dream Course, but did you know that the familiar form was first introduced in one of Kirby's, original copy abilities? Yes, the ball ability. One of the best/worst abilities in the entire game. It can cheese bosses incredibly well, but that does not mean it's a great ability whatsoever. So anyway, this particular copy ability ball only appeared in this game and in its remake, Kirby's Nightmare in Dreamland, but its legacy lives on. That's funny. Does it have anything else here? Enjoy simpler mini-games. Okay, and then it just talks about the mini-games. It says, our favorite moments are racing to Canyon, okay, dueling with Metaknight, and chasing down Heavy Mole. Really? That was one of the favorites? It seems a little, different. And then it tries to go over the wide world of, Waddle Dee. Yeah, not as much, surprisingly, about Kirby's Adventure, just about its copy ability, and then about how they started adding mini-games. Interesting. Okay. So anyway, we'll get into this now. I'll just do restart, and then resume. Wait, what? Where's the... Okay, no. We're not doing it unless we have the, we do the very beginning. Unless I'm missing it, unless it doesn't do it at that moment. Yeah, here you go. First you draw a circle, then you dot the I's, add a great big smile, and presto. Wait, no. There was more details in that game. That's bullshit. It is literally one of those things where it's like the SpongeBob thing where he's like, first I draw George Washington or whatever, and then he fucking takes away the details, and that's how he makes a perfect circle. Anyway, this tells you about the game. Now I'm gonna sit through this just because there is actually some story details at the end of all this. They tell you after the preview about how Kirby's it tells you like what's going on. Why is Kirby doing all this? I really need to get something so I can easily mute my mic when I do weird, disgusting drinking noises. I do that too much. I never think they're that bad, but I'm sure some people are like, nah, they're terrible. Please stop. Anyway, I wonder if on here, excuse me while I disable the preview stream can help with the CPU. Yeah, but I want to see how everything's going. So sorry for not doing this Monday. I had everything set up, and then I was like, wait a minute. Am I sure this is actually, like, working properly? Because I did it after the Streamlab OBS thing happened. I was like, okay, well, what's the upload stuff? And all the bitrate seemed off and stuff. And I'm like, I don't want to have it mess up and have the recording be absolutely terrible. I mean, if it is, you know, whatever. But if I know I can try to prevent it, I want to try to prevent it. Jeez, how much of this do we have to sit through before they talk about the story? It's a little annoying. They really kind of help you show off a lot of the abilities here. I like that personally, though. It's nice. A lot of times, you know, you don't really get a lot of details about a lot of this stuff. Okay, hopefully after this we'll do it. So I do want to go over that. Here we go. Kirby's Adventure. One day, the peaceful life of Dreamland was shattered by a mysterious crisis the inhabitants didn't dream. Okay, you know, there's that one person who has nightmares who's like, I'm okay with this. On the edge of Dreamland, dreams and hope once gushed forth from the Dream Spring, fueled by the Star Rod. Kirby, you're being very distracting. Investigating the Dream Spring, Kirby found naughty King Dedede swimming in its magical waters. He's wiping his ass in the water. Dedede had broken the Star Rod and given the pieces to his friends who are now hiding in Dreamland. Kirby looks so distressed in that. To bring back the lost dreams, Kirby sought the Star Rod. What do you got in that bag, Kirby? Is it some strawberry cheesecake? You gonna kill a bunch of people over it? Okay, so this game came out in 1993, only a year before I was born. That's just so weird to me. Alright, we're gonna start now. So again, I didn't realize there was extra game stuff, so we're just gonna do the regular 100% today, which I've never done. No, I love this. The sword fell on the Kirby's Adventure thing down here. That is so cool. And that's also supposed to tell you, hey, Kirby has the copy ability now if you only played the previous game beforehand, which is pretty cool. So yeah, as the thing said, we do have the kick now, and then, but we still have to, we can't press A twice, we have to hold up to fly. Which again, has its positive and negatives. The positive is that you can fly straight from the ground and not have to worry about jumping first, but I still have the habit of jumping very small and then trying to, like, how, you can really, oh wow, I didn't realize if you jump, if you barely press it, you can actually stay on the ground. That's actually really cool. Gotta love that kind of programming they put forth for how long you'd hold down the button for. Anyway, this is one of the last games made on the NES, which a lot of Kirby games are the last games usually made on Nintendo systems. It looks fucking great. Like, look at that background. Laggy as hell, as you can see. But holy crap. Like, that is amazing. That's so good. I'm in a right position, right? Maybe I can move it a little bit. Sorry. trying to look good for the... or as good as I can for the camera. So anyway, now Kirby has the copy ability. We never have to worry about not having the copy ability unless we're in some weird fucking spin-off game. Which I don't fucking care what the Kirby Wiki says. I do not think Kirby's Epic Yarn should be considered a main game just because it's not a Kirby game. I don't know. Anyway, I came here to show that if you touch the start screen when you have an ability, it will tell you, oh, blah blah blah, there's Kirby's ability. And if you do it well out, it says, hit the down arrow when Kirby has an enemy in his mouth to copy the inhale special ability. Yep. So, sadly, no special pictures besides the bottom right. So, that's really all we got today. So, it's been a while since I've played... It's honestly... okay, yeah, no, I think... Do we have a boss coming up? No, we don't. It's been a while since I've played Kirby's Adventure. Because I played this when I was a kid. I never... I know I beat the game as adult because I beat it... I did what I used to call special occasions, SOs, on my YouTube channel, and basically it was just I remember beating the version that we got on the because when I got a Wii U during that time period, Nintendo was doing this cool thing where they were only charging you like $1 for their classic games, but it was like a specific game every month. Actually, there was a point where that specific game was Super Metroid, and the Super Metroid was also the like 100 coin things you could spend to get it on the 100 coins you'd have to spend to get it on the, what is it, Nintendo Life thing, whatever. Oh, hey, we got it. First go. Nice. So if you get all the way up to the top 2, Kirby does an extra special dance. And then also, you get the 1-up, which is really nice. And I love this. Oh, I love that so much. It's so fucking nice. But anyway, yeah, so it came out on the Wii U for the Virtual Console. All you had to pay was like $100 for it. And why did the... Give me like 5 seconds. I didn't realize that the... Report Mike Jr. II. Yeah, this son of a bitch deserves it. I put Kirby's... On my Twitch, I must have thought I wrote it wrong. I wrote Kirby's Adventure hyphen 100 exclamation mark. Not 100%. Little different. Little different. Okay, I fixed that. Hopefully it takes a second to change and it's not like, oh, we gotta wait till the stream's over. Sorry, those are the rules. I doubt that's the case. Anyway. Do I have to do it from Streamlab? Will it change? Okay, well if not, then I apologize to people on here. So yeah, they only charged you like $1 for it, and if it wasn't $1, it was super fucking cheap. It was around that, and I remember playing it on that, and I just thought it was really cool because I was a big, you know, I'm a big Kirby fan now. Kirby was always on the list of games I was like, you know, I don't really realize what, you know, I really like, and as I got older, I was like, I've always played a lot of Kirby games for some reason. Anyway, here is the minigame. If you used to Nightmare in Dreamland, the minigames will be different. Use the buttons to move the crane and try to get a Kirby. A big one's hard to get, but worth it. For right now, I think I'll go for small Kirby. Oh, that's right, you have to hold this shit. You have to like hold it or press it or something. See, this is why people run into this stuff where they're like, oh, you know what, I have to you know what, I'm getting fat Kirby. I don't care. Okay, I'm not getting fat Kirby. if I were to let go a little bit earlier, I would have had that, yeah. God, I hate that flashing. You fat ass Kirby, this is your own fault. No bonus. They use that same music in Nightmare in Dreamland, that's nice. Or that sound effect. Doo 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 doo. Oh, you know what? I just realized I didn't fix my... Damn it, I didn't fix those settings. Okay, whatever. I apologize. If you notice, I get shocked for a second. Like, whoa, I can't believe that just happened. And then, like, it feels like it happened sooner than it should have. I forgot to change my Elgato settings so that it's a little bit closer to what it's supposed to be. Like, usually you're supposed to make it... I think I have to make my audio and video wait a second. I think that's the way I have to do it. The Elgato 2 is much better with syncing to... compared to the Elgato 1. But it's still not like... it's still not like perfect, by any means. I love how they had those nice little sunflowers, and yeah, I'm pretty sure you never see those things ever again. So... Oh, here we go. I have a bone to pick with you, you fuck. That's right. Take all this damage. That's fine. God, I'm taking all the hits today. I don't know what it is. I've said it before. No, I've said it before. I'm not good at platformers. All right. Gonna go a little further, and then we have the crash. Oh, epilepsy test. Sorry about that. Should have warned that. Yeah, that was the thing they didn't care about much in the day. They were just like, hey, here's a bunch of flashing lights. Hopefully you don't die. Uh-oh, you died. Too bad. Actually, I don't know, oh, wow. Alright, well, thankfully, there's a little thing down there. Alright. Okay, here we go. Well, at least they gave us that there for the little kids who, you know, might be struggling at the first boss fight. the stupid little kids. So anyway, here's a fun thing I'd like to talk about. I always thought Kirby had a certain design power, a design kind of behind the way they do certain abilities. All right, I'm getting sword over here. But I always believe every ability in this game has like a similar pattern to other abilities, and there's melee, like ranged, and then there's like area of effect, like around Kirby. So like we have the sword ability here. It's a good ability. So it's definitely considered a melee ability. And here's like one of the normal things you'd usually see. I think the backgrounds are different depending on what part of the world you're in. I might be thinking more of Nightmare in Dreamland, the Game Boy Advance remake. But anyway. Oh, yeah. Here we go. This is the good shit. I did not mean to lose that already. Kirby loses his abilities way too often in these early games. I always feel he like loses them a lot more than you think he should. And that some of his passive abilities really aren't that great. Like it's funny because I've read that apparently the idea was also that if you use the copy ability, it makes the game more challenging when in reality it's more challenging to do it other ways. I don't know. It's weird. So anyway, here's an idea. So we had, so for earlier we had the, what is it, the flamethrower or something ability? So with that one, it was more of like a mid-ranged, it's kind of like a mid-ranged kind of attack going on there. Where I always felt that the fireball was like an area of effect. You know, you are shooting forward, so it is a little bit different than like spark or something. Because like when you have the beam ability, you go up and down, you know, you know, it's more of like a sword kind of melee kind of move, where the spark is more of the area around Kirby. And then later we're going to have an ability that shoots out. That's going to be the shooting ability. So I don't think there's one for every ability, but I think that's kind of the general idea behind it. I do think there's one for, I guess you could say for sword. Not exactly, but it's what I would say is there for. Also, when you're underwater, Kirby has, oh god, this is difficult. You can't, like, just look up. You have to immediately start swimming up. But Kirby can shoot water underwater as well. Oh my god. The lag for the controller, man. I'm just not... It's not even the lag for the controller. It's just, number one, I do think that in... I do think future Kirby games just do it better, personally. Alright. I don't know if I can... No, I can't dive underneath that. Oh god, so much lag. Now, I'm positive there's this much lag in the actual game, too. Nope! There we go. Okay. That's fine by me. Oh. Oh, I thought that was the spark ability up there. My bad. Alright, do I get it? Nope. I felt like I messed it up the first time, and I didn't get it, but now I feel like I should be fine, and yet I keep messing it up. Anyway, up here we have a nice little thing. The museum. Here is the colorful display of enemies with special abilities. Eat the one you want. Yep, so you go up here, and you can eat the... so sword will always be in the specific part of the game. So if you ever lose an ability, or you're like, I'm coming up to a hard point, I'm going to need sword to get through this, there, you're good to go. Sword's a little weird in this. It kind of has a little bit of an aerial thing going on. Seems pretty quick. Oh, I love this area, particularly. Love the colors here. Looks great. Alright. There we go. And up here we have... I forgot. There's a name for it. I'm not good with Kirby boss names. I'm just not good with remembering names in general. Anyway, this is Freeze. This is like the ice area of effectability. There is an ability way later in the game called Ice, which is basically the flamethrower, and it sucks. But anyway, the best way to use this ability is to jump... Oh, come on. Ass. Is to jump in the air and then use it. Oh, this is much better in... This is definitely much better in Nightmare in Dreamland. And it lags the game. Holy crap. I do wonder if it was that bad on here. Anyway, so this is what I would call... Oh, no, just let him... Damn it. Okay, that didn't work. Hopefully Spike shows up again. So anyway, that was the Spike ability. That is the one that I would say is like the... Actually, he might have respawned by this point. Yep, here we go. What is that bullshit? So dumb. Oh, wait, he's already down there? You know, Kirby is the only game that I feel like it's okay that it has the, Thank you. Oh, it's Needle. Sorry, my bad. Needle. It does have a nice little... I do love the way it, like, just... Bam. I like the way it comes out. Oh, you can't hold it in this game? Oh, sorry, Dreamland 2. I always gave you shit for having the worst ability. I mean, I still think this is better. I just don't see where someone's like, oh, you can hold down Spark, but you can't hold down Needle. That's it's too broken. Like, what the hell, man? But anyway, this is the one I would call be like the area of effect of like Sword, where it works around Kirby in a similar fashion. Anyway, I think, oh yeah, here we go. Here's something that never gets brought up, and it isn't back in Nightmare in Dreamland later in the game. This is the Invincible Candy. This is the star for the Kirby series. And this music is usually always playing. But something weird about it is that Metaknight gives it to you. That was Metaknight Nair. And that's just such a... It's such a weird thing. Like, why Metaknight? Alright, well, I got rid of my ability, so I'll just go over here and use this one. So if you're curious about what makes the game 100%, beating all the levels is obviously one of them. I'm pretty sure you have to fight every single level in the game to get through that. And then, excuse me. I was gonna sneeze. But anyway, there's that, and then there's also the fact that in certain worlds, we don't have to worry about that until Chapter 5. Actually, I think they're pretty sure they're chapters, right? Here, I got a thing open telling me where each one is. Yeah, chapters. Or at least that's what this guide is telling me. Chapters, we don't actually have to worry about that until Chapter 3, and then we start seeing them. I don't know why they didn't do it earlier. It's kind of weird. Also, if you're curious why when I'm going by the screen, like the very left of the screen, you start seeing some fade-out effect, that was supposed to be in the overscan of the majority of NES games back in the day, so you wouldn't have to worry about not seeing that. It does surprise me that the sword ability is so close to the bottom, but it's basically what that is. Anyway, hello, Wispy Woods. It's nice seeing you again. This is payback for being a dick a week ago. That's right. Suck it. Suck it. Suck it. He literally can't do anything. Oh my god, they made him terrible here. So, I do like how much room they give Kirby. Here. Like, you definitely see the bigger space. It's funny because this kind of helps me explain, because I always felt like Kirby's A Nightmare in Dreamland didn't have a lot of screen crunch because, you know, it's a smaller resolution size. Actually, I think it's a similar size, but smaller screen, so they had to crunch stuff down. Anyway, we're going to do the final 2 hits. And here's part of the Star Rod instead of just random star power. But I can see why it felt like, you know, the game didn't have much screen crunch, because they really do give you a lot of room just to get around everything. Oh, hey, Iron Fury, what's up? I need to move my stuff so I can see my Twitch chat a little easier. Same shit, different day. Hope you're done unpacking and shit since your move. That's good. The other day I was meaning to watch your Dynamite Duke stream, but I wasn't able to get around to it. I hope you. Well, I think I saw that you got. I won't be breaking records if I wasn't. True. Yeah, that's awesome. You got sub 10. That was dope. I don't really need that. I hate the nuts. They're always terrible. They just catch you by surprise very easily. I know, right? I remember the first world record I remember watching was Worcester's Pokemon, all the gym leaders in Pokemon Stadium 2. And I just remember like waiting forever to watch, like to see it update, and it took forever. And you'd think even with something slightly more, you know, popular, it would take, you know, shouldn't take that long. Maybe speedrun them. I hate Parasol. It is I still feel it's the worst ability in this game. It's just this passive effect. It's so bothersome. Now, Tornado, great ability. Fantastic ability. Fucking amazing. Actually, you can do a lot of glitches with Tornado. I've seen, you can, like, I think the way your momentum works, you can go into, like, walls and shit to skip a lot of levels. Wait, so you can't post new records until the old one's updated. That's... Oh, shit. Is my thing not showing all the text? That's annoying. That is absolutely terrible. Let me fix that. But yeah, that's dumb. I mean, I think there was only like one mod for the Dynamite Duke stuff, I believe. How do I fix this? Live action, speed, skip alert. Yeah, there was only one mod. I think I remember seeing that beforehand. How do I edit this? Follows. Okay, I don't care about this stuff. Settings. No, I don't want to log out. I posted in a thread requesting mod ship. The old me contact the guy who mods it, and then 8 days it isn't that long to wait for the pending. Yeah. I mean, I guess if he handles a bunch of different smaller game stuff, but, you know, if they mod you, then they don't have to worry about it. Okay, so if I disable preview... Okay, no. This is ridiculous. This shouldn't be... This shouldn't take that long. That's obnoxious. Yeah, hopefully that guy works out soon and they're just being lazy. Okay, here we go. I thought this was fine. I fixed this yesterday. Alright. Here we go. There. Much better. Okay, now all the text can be seen for YouTube. Yeah, you know, I mean, yeah, no, you're the only one running the game. He probably ran the game like years ago, and he's not doing it anymore. They should just, you know, I mean, it's not like, you know, he can still be the fucking mod. Just let you be a mod too. It's not like, especially the majority of the larger speedrunners usually end up being mods on there. I think Worcester's a mod on the majority of Pokemon games that he runs. This is one I never get. Okay, which one do I press? Okay, nope. Okay. Kirby's cholesterol has to be fucked right now. Yeah, that's what makes it difficult. You're kind of just running against yourself, which, I mean, to some extent, if you're a speedrunner, that's kind of a good thing to have, because, like, if you, like, let's say no matter who shows up, you dominate every single one, you're going to want to be able to, you know, keep playing the game, because you want to beat your own time. But still kind of makes it lack, like, you know, motivation somewhat. I don't know. It's like a twofer. I've always thought about trying to get into some kind of speeding game, but I just nothing appeals to me that I want to speed run personally. Tornado. Oh, with this boss, I think I'm gonna go with. Yeah, I think Sword's the best one because I'm pretty sure this is Wheelie. Yep. Oh, I'm up here. Yeah, since it's auto-scrolling, it's just trying to beat the game, the level as fast as you can, basically. Or no, is it beating the bosses very fast? Correct. No, get away. Okay. That would be very annoying if I lost my ability to sword. Actually, I forgot. I know in the future games, I think they override to make sure that doesn't happen. So that if you give up your ability to get the bigger boss ability, they don't actually let you lose it. Oh, getting good drops. So are the drops random? So is it kind of a little bit of RNG? Oh, yay. I never feel like I can get a pattern down for getting that right. I mean, there's always going to be some bit of RNG in a game, but it kind of depends on how much, like, it affects you. Like, trying to speed run any kind of an RPG, you have to worry about getting a lot of luck. Alright, it would be stupid if I didn't get this stupid thing. Oh, okay, no, I will not. Let it go a little too late. Oh, hey, got that one. Nice. Oh, damn it! It's stupid. Just skip. Just skip. I fucked up, okay? You don't have to make fun of me anymore, game. True. And considering it's a short game, too, it's not like you lose a lot of time. So, you know, like it's sub 10 now, so, you know, if you kind of, if it fucks up and something bad happens, it's not like you wasted a whole day. Yeah. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. I am still not used to the fact having to hold up in these games. Yeah, it's kind of curious to see how a lot of games, you know, how they decide certain things will go through gameplay-wise. Oh, UFO. Let's make sure we get this. Oh, wait, no. Do you just have to... How do you get this again? Nah. Am I gonna have to skip UFO? I might have to skip. Damn it. Well, what do you do? Alright, well, I'm skipping UFO. Would like to show that off, but I'll do it later. True. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they kind of put that through and what could be the case. It's like when they finally figured out all of the drops in Zelda 1, like the system of how it works is very weird. It's like it's like based off like a combination of like points depending on like I forgot if it was points depending on what enemy, or I believe it's every 8th enemy. If you defeat a certain enemy, then what they drop is different each time. So maybe it's something like that. Maybe it's based upon what kind of enemies or how many enemies you beat. Oh, wait, no, that's death. Oh, damn it. Alright, well, I lost that. I'm gonna move the chat a little closer so I can read it a bit better. Alright, there we go. That should be good. Yeah, so there has to be so there has to be some kind of like logic behind it, either based upon specific levels or based upon... Oh, come the fuck on. So there's got to be something that's based around. It can't be completely random at that point, or at the very least, like those specific areas are the only ones that have guaranteed drops. Oh, jeez. I don't want to lose this. Oh god. Nope. You jerk, get your ass over here. This is bullshit. Okay, good. But it's always the same exact spot. Alright, so it's either guaranteed in certain places, or there's something about that specific spot that's... Yeah, that's not worth it. I'm just gonna die. What's the point? I think in Kirby's Nightmare in Dreamland you get a maximum tomato on the 2. I could be wrong, but I feel like you get something special on the 2. Oh, here, laser. That was the one I was talking about. Like I said with the whole... Earlier I was talking about how I believe every ability in the game is based on like 3 different things. You either have close range, melee, or like area of effect. I always felt like Spark was the area of effect. Beam was like the kind of in a sense melee, and then Beam's the ranged one. Because that always seems the pattern for be the pattern for a lot of copy abilities, at least in Kirby's Adventure before they... Well, for a time when they knew copy abilities only had a single use. Oh, well, I died. Oh, you fuck. And that was just for a 1-up, so whatever. And there's a maximum tomato over here. Fuck you, game. Just gonna go through here. Yeah, that's probably a large possibility. Wait, why would I go in this with stone? Alright, well, I'm just gonna fuck this. Just gonna use stone exactly what he should be. Something to throw at. Okay, give me your notes. No. Okay, one more. Oh, my favorite ability. Mike! Instead of spelling it microphone M-I-C, they spell it M-I-K-E. And I love that for no particular reason. No reason to look at my username. Not on this one, but on Kirby's, what is it? Kirby's Return to Dreamland. On my YouTube profile, I did an actual picture of my face. And then, oh no, I can't show off the last one. Nah, whatever. And then I did the one for that game. I did underneath, they had like specific text for each ability, and I always did my picture of myself, and then I did the name Mike from that as my profile on YouTube for a while. That was fun. Yeah, same point. Yeah, there's got to be something going on for that, for how they figure everything out. And you know, stuff like that hasn't, you know, it's not a super popular game, so it hasn't been tested a lot. So there's got to be something hidden that maybe you could find a way to get certain things to drop by doing, you know, trying to follow certain things. I'm not really interested in auto unless it's like an arcade kind of thing. Well, I mean, I guess that is more arcade like, but unless I'm actually in an arcade room, I don't necessarily care for the larger for like auto scrolling shooters. They seem fun, but I never got into them. I remember you making the point too that Dynamite Duke was a possible like inspiration or made by similar people for Duke Nukem or something about that. Not exactly, but like close. All right, what do we got in here? Oh, I know. I already got these. Yeah, I'll stick with beam here. Yeah, that's what you figured it kind of came from. Okay. 2 fighters go in, but only one will leave. You can get to a tomato and an ability for a win. Yep. Oh, and then we got our... Actually, I wonder here, does it tell us the name of the enemies? No, it doesn't. Future games, they tell you what the enemies' names are or something usually during... Maybe not mini-boss fights, but usually normal boss fights. They actually tell a story in Robobot Planet. Yeah, but it was kind of made in the 90s, so that's like, you know, Duke just sounds like a radical name, you know? You a bad enough dude to save the president? Oh, fuck you. Parasol, that's why you're the worst ability in the game. Fuck off. Whatever. I actually feel much quicker not doing, Actually, I think... Was that the one where if you hold right on the screen for a while, it'll show up HAL? Oh no, that would have been a perfect chance to show off the roulette. If you absorb 2 abilities at the same time, I think even the same ones you, yeah, even the same ones you get... Oh wait, no. Let's go down here. That's the point of having this. You get random ability, which is the only way you can get UFO in some levels. Or technically certain abilities in some levels. So, but Duke Nukem was also like 1991. That's the what is it? That's the one that was on like one of the computer systems, right? Like it wasn't necessarily I can't fucking... Yeah, the original DOS. Okay, yeah, there we go. Yeah, because Doom didn't come out until like 90... What was it? Like the mid-90s, I believe, so... Wouldn't make sense for the Duke Nukem to come out any later. Yeah, not the FPS. Not the thing that actually made it popular. Oh, wait. Gotta get my favorite ability ever. Cutter. I love this ability. I will always love this ability. It is the best... I think any Kirby game... I think actually every Kirby game has it. It's one of the few abilities that's in every Kirby game. That has the copy ability, anyway. And I have to get rid of it for stupid jump. Oh, Or not. Alright, just do this. All this lag. I feel like I don't remember this much lag being on the NES version, but I'm probably wrong. You can't go on the moon in this? That's always the rule. You can always go inside the moon. Oh. Damn it. So the trick for that is you're supposed to actually suck in Poppy Brothers, because I think if you attack him, he loses it. Oh, fuck you, game. No, jump isn't bad. It has its uses, especially for, like, its specific boss fight. I still consider Ball and Parasol to be up there for the worst abilities in the game. Yes. So, I mean, you can't put Sleep on the list, though, because, like, it's made to be the worst ability in the game. You know, you complain about abilities that are, like, there's supposed to be a use for it, but there's not a use, so you're like, why? What's even the point? And for future reference, these just warp you to different levels. So let's say I want the sword ability here, which... No, I'll go for laser. Laser's the best one, I think. Yeah, it's intentionally bad. We're like lists for what I find to be the worst abilities. I've actually made a list for multiple games. I want to make this into a YouTube series. The 5 best and worst... No, I think it's the 3. The 3 best and worst abilities in, like, every Kirby game. I think I remember rating it, like... Ice, because Ice is stupid, because you get Freeze, which is a so much better ability in the beginning of the level, and then Ice is the one where it's like the flamethrower version, which is stupid. Then I did Ball, and then I did Parasol, I think. Does Sleep heal in this game? I know it heals in Squeak Squad. Alright guys, subscribe. Please post on my Patreon link. You can get some... I'll pick a random person from the slot, and I'll draw whatever picture you want. And there's an early way to get Ball if you absorb that one. Speaking of Ball, the only good thing about Ball is that you can cheese the, is that because of, like, if you go fast enough in the invulnerability frames, you can actually, not have to worry about, like, the boss endurance. Like, if you get Ball here. It's really good against bosses, but it's other than that, it's terrible, because you can so... especially in the levels you get it in, you can so easily fall off. Yeah, back throw and drop are amazing. I love them. Those are good ones. I like... obviously, Hammer's good, but that has more to do with the fact that it unlocks a lot of shit in this game. Okay. That one should have Spark, I believe. That one obviously has Mike. I forgot what I had for the best ones in this game. I think I put Freeze up there just because I really like the... I don't know, Freeze is a lot better in... Now that I'm playing Kirby's Adventure, Freeze feels a lot better in Nightmare in Dreamland because the game doesn't lag nearly as much. Yeah, high offensive power, and then the fact that, like, you can use it to unlock certain things in the game, which I think is coming up soon. Where's my... Alright. Stage 1. Alright. Well, I'll keep replaying this level until I get the switch in this one. Rock is good in some Kirby games, but I feel this one it's not that great. Because anytime you use it, like against that boss back there, the microphone, the one that gives you Mike, it's bad because as soon as you use it, the boss is right on top of you, and he does not move until he the boss will refuse to move until he refuses to move until you unuse the stone ability, which is stupid. I feel like that's not... Yeah, here we go. But I feel like that doesn't make it difficult, though, if he's, like, literally just right on top of you. Come on. How close do you have to be with the Parasol? Fuck off. Okay. Oh, without a doubt. Parasol's great. I think, what was it? When I remember trying to play Superstar for the Super Nintendo when I was playing the Arena, I forgot which one I ended up having to use. to beat it, because I feel like it's a lot easier in Superstar Ultra. Did I miss that one, or do I come back to that one later? Hopefully I come back to that one later. This is the switch I'm supposed to hit. Yeah, usually the trick for a lot of, usually a trick for a lot of the abilities is using the stars they leave behind. That's what I noticed beating all of the abilities in Helper to Hero. That one's a challenge because like trying to use things like Wheelie, it's so hard using like Wheelie against like the final two bosses. Because the way it works out in Helper to Hero is that you fight the master hand in that game, and then as soon as you beat him, you immediately have to fight his harder version in that game. Yeah, I think I tried using Suplex the first time I played. I decided to play the Superstar version of, the Super Nintendo version of Superstar, and it worked out. I had trouble with it. I couldn't do it as well. I think the one I struggled with the most was well, which one did I'm trying to remember which one I struggled with the most. Right, there we go. Thank you. But it was the contraptions on Metaknight ship. Though those ones I think was what killed me the majority of the time. You gotta love this effect. This is shit like this that made it one of the best looking games on the NES. I do wonder what special chips they used for this one, for this specific game. Yeah, Marks. Yeah, I feel like once you get to the end is when Suplex kind of gets definitely difficult. All right, is it up here? No, it's down there. All right. I guess not in this one, but I know in Nightmare in Dreamland this is also a good spot to get your hands on. Oh wait, no, it's probably right here. Oh no, I guess not. This used to be a good spot to get your hands on the trying to get the roulette wheel if you wanted to get like UFO in a level. Yeah, Kirby, it's weird. Kirby games always came out very late in the life cycle. Oh, well, oh wait, no. There you go. Just let that go away. Yeah, just let that pop. Okay. Yeah, because Kirby, not Superstar, but Dreamland 3 was the last first-party title released on the Super Nintendo. Kirby 64 came out in the 2000s. Oh no, it's just Wheelie. Yeah, I think I need this. I'm trying to think. No, good game. Or I shouldn't say good, but we didn't really get a Kirby game on the GameCube. And then Kirby's Return to Dreamland was also late on the Wii. At least not late, but late enough. Oh, come on. Fuck off. Oh, Kirby's 64 was 2001? Damn, that was even later than I thought. Shit. I always thought it was in the 2000 era. Oh yeah, that's what makes them good. Oh, I thought you got ice way later. This is just this ability is just so dumb. Like they give you like so many choices. Like the first boss arena is fucking. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Damn it. And it sucks. It's basically the same thing, but it goes like slightly further in one direction. Big deal. I don't know. I guess it lags the game less. That's a positive. Oh, here's Suplex or whatever it's called in this game. It's Suplex. That's all that matters. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna die here so I don't immediately lose Suplex. It's just, I don't know. Fuck you guys. Alright. Thank you. It's backdrop in this game. Okay. Oh. I do think Bugsy the boss, though, is also like a really good mini-boss, though. Like, it's really cool that he shoots out little, you know, kids at you. It's going a little Mario there. Oh, damn it. That was totally at the end of that animation. Okay. This is just one of those cool abilities just because, like, the cool abilities in Kirby's Adventure are the ones that have, like, multiple uses. Yeah, Fireball is somewhat better than Fire, but, like, I don't know. I feel like Fireball, you could at least use the excuse that if you want to stay put and hold it, you can do that with, you can technically do that with, Fire, but you can't do it with Fireball. I don't know, I feel like Fire has its uses, especially because it comes earlier, and it's, like, Freeze is somewhat more interesting. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I forgot you suck it in. I'm so used to the later things where you actually catch them. Alright, don't lose it. Every fucking hit you lose your ability. It's obnoxious. It's just so fun. Alright. Yeah, that's kind of the things. That's the nice thing about Fireball, though, is that the kind of, like I said, the area. I like the way you put it, shield. It's like you do end up shooting forward, so it's a little bit more offensive while also being very defensive. And I just realized I forgot to get the Switch in World 1. I will have to go back for that. All right, if this is anything like Kirby's Dream Land was, we just wait to go to the top because every other world is just going to bring you to a stupid one. Or do I go down there? I'm going to go down there. Oh, no, okay, no, that's just the... Okay. I do kind of like the fact that they kind of show you that it's different when you're sucking in enemies, because you kind of have the stars instead of just it being because I think it's usually I don't think it's stars usually with Kirby when he sucks in normally. By the way, did you ever finish... Oh, I think I was only the first... I think it was only the first 2 games. This is in Dreamland and this. Yeah, these were the only 2. No, I mean, in Dreamland they had it so, like, the very top one was the... You just... every time you try to go into this, the nearest one, it kicked you. It, like... It was one that was, like, redundant. Like, it just brought you back into, like, a slightly different version instead of just... You should have just went all the way to the top and entered that one. Didn't waste any time. I played the extra game of that last stream, and it was awful. It's weird. Some of the bosses, like the main bosses, were easy, but like the mini bosses, like the Krakow Jr., was so fucking hard. Okay, so the first 2 stage... Oh, no. It's stage 1 and stage 6 that have the thing. Okay, so let me go back into this. Let's see. Straightforward. When you enter the white corridor, go down until you see 2 blocks. All right. I missed this switch, and this is what 100% is all about. Let me just make... Yeah, it's not this one, right? Yeah, no, not this one. No! Okay. Oh, I'm gonna... Okay. It really does. But, you know, it's... I don't know. It's hard because... It's funny because playing that, I can still see it being easier than the other challenging games at the time period. Yeah, extra game was pretty bad. But the one thing I liked about it, though, is that as I was playing it, I didn't know that, I thought I was going to have to do boss rush over and over and over again. Turns out you only have to do boss rush, or, like, at the very end. But apparently after you beat all of them, you can just fight DDD. You don't have to fight all of them all over again and then keep your... as much as your health bar alive as possible to fight, the bigger bosses. Or to fight DDD again. Yeah, it's not lost levels. That's probably the best example of It's funny that people give Super Mario 2 so much shit. Or, sorry, the American Super Mario Brothers 2, Doki Doki Panic, so much shit. And it's like, it really is the better game. Alright, straightforward. 2 blocks. White corridor. Go down until you see 2 blocks. Inhale both blocks. So go down until you see 2 white blocks. Yeah, without a doubt. I think people liked No, what? Oh, okay, here we go. That's why. That's why I never got this one. I always assumed this was going to be a pit of death. It really is kind of funny that they do make it canon. But to be fair, so many enemies in Super Mario Bros. 2 USA ended up being enemies in actual Super Mario. Like, it was made... Like, its original intention was to be a vertical Super Mario Bros. Game. They wanted it to be multiplayer, too. Then they were like, well, you know, this didn't work out. And then they're like, hey, we need to make a Doki Doki Panic game. We'll just use that prototype to make it. It's different, but it's still better. Yeah, well, Japan made Super Mario Bros. 2 as well. That's the stupid part. It's dumb. People only liked at the time Super Mario Bros. 2 because it was just another... It was for challenging players. Hell, if I remember correctly, it stemmed from an arcade Super Mario Bros. 1 game they had back in the day. That was just supposed to be, this is the difficult... It's like a more difficult version of... It was just supposed to steal your quarters. Like, it was, you know, it was the whole arcade thing. Actually, thinking about it, I forgot if Nintendo of America edited the, oh god, this is gonna suck. If Nintendo of America was actually the one that edited Doki Doki Panic, or if Nintendo themselves in Japan made it better. Because they did make, like, the graphics better and stuff. The only cool thing about Doki Doki Panic compared to Super Mario Brothers, the actual 2 was that, or actual Doki Doki Panic. No. The cool thing about Doki Doki Panic is that because it was on the disc system, they wanted you to play every level with every character, which I think is kind of interesting. So you had to, like, explore. It wasn't just, okay, I beat it with whatever character I want, I can go on now. Really? Hudson Soft made a similar one? Yeah, more Mario for people who want Mario, and also for challenging to be more challenging for players as well. It's funny because apparently Alex Kidd did something similar as well. Sega's kind of Mario mascot for a time period. Apparently there was a game, it's not Miracle World. I think it was Alex Kidd goes to, like, what was it, like Electric World or something like that? It was just supposed to be Alex Kidd wanting to go to an arcade room. And it's like this stupid, like, I don't want to say a point-and-click adventure, but, like, the first portion is just supposed to be, like, this incredibly, stupidly difficult, challenging thing. But it was apparently a different game in Japan, and they made it an Alex Kidd game in America. Super Mario Bros. Special was the arcade game? Okay. God, backdrop is amazing here. It's been much easier getting through that. No, don't lose it. Just gonna hold down. Oh, one up. Or sorry, not one up. Okay, go up. Dope. Oh, the Hudson Soft game was Super Mario Bros. Special. That's weird. So, was that like a Japanese... I'm curious about one. So, is that supposed to be like the another Super Mario Bros. 1 kind of, not clone, but like another version of the game? Oh, we do have quick draw in this game? Oh, I thought they were all different. When the enemy draws, press... Oh, wait, no, this was in Superstar. That's what happened. When the enemy draws, press the A button. If you press it too soon, you get the penalty. Okay, yeah, it's a sword fight in the GBA Remake. I know I'm gonna either get my ass kicked by DDD or Metaknight. I wonder if it's counting the frames on the corner over there. Oh, really? That's funny. No. Yeah, I don't think I ever got 11. Yeah, that's funny that that they made it for Japanese computers because of the way that funny enough, just got done talking about Doom not too long ago, or Duke Nukem and then Doom and shit. They wanted to make a Super Mario Brothers. Was it id? It might have been a different. It might not have been id, but they wanted to make a Super Mario Brothers 3 for DOS, I believe. If not DOS, just PC games in general. And they said no to that. So that's funny they allowed them to do that for there. I wonder how good / bad it was. As outdated as the NES came not too long after it came out, it still was like... It was still better than a lot of PCs at the time. Oh, okay. So it translated and it... Wait, yeah, so it translates it into the... What, so it just has American text? So it was it that made the Mario 3 DOS game. Okay. I thought that's what it was. I wasn't exactly sure. No, I don't want to lose backdrop. Not yet. Though I don't think I probably won't be able to beat the boss with backdrop here. This is like the only one of the few bosses in the game that requires a certain ability. Actually, I'm gonna get hammer here. I will get hammer here. Gotta get hammer. Oh, come on. Oh, okay, so it turns it into an NES ROM. Interesting. I'm guessing there's no emulators for the no emulators for the well, I don't know. It was probably the what is it? The MSX? It was probably the MSX that they that they made a version for. Cuz that was popular in Japan. The MSX and the MSX2. Oh, I'd love to see the goofy well, it's hard really to define NES colors because I don't know if you've ever seen like the My Life in Gaming stuff. They talk about how at the time NEC PC 8 so it was Hudson Soft's system then. Oh, that's interesting. I'm pretty sure the NEC PC was their system. I'll have to watch that. The issue with like the NES is that they use an analog video processor, and it being analog and never becoming digital means there's actually no like confirmed method of like what the colors are supposed to look like on an NES. Like if you use like the Wii or the Wii U, the colors are extremely blurred and washed out that it's hard to use that as an example of, oh, we should use these colors. It's only with the NES Classic that they've kind of decided I think they're going to go with that now. Cool, I will save that link for later so I can watch that, because that seems very interesting. I'd like to see how that looks. Alright, I think we're going to world... Or whatever it is. World area. What is it? Stage 6 next. Egg catcher. Oh, no. Okay, no, so you don't need an ability for this first one? Cool. Actually, I'll watch this right now. Just mute it. Oh, yeah. Ugh. It looks weird, too. Oh my god, that looks terrible. Holy shit. That looks so bad. That looks terrible. Like, what was that? Okay, when I was saying NES games were a little off, I wasn't thinking that off. So I'm guessing the levels are different. It's just that it's still kind of Mario, but the levels are different, correct? Okay, so it basically just puts the levels in the game. Okay, well that's interesting. That has to be an interesting like play, because it probably isn't like fucking. It probably isn't trying to be as difficult as like Lost Levels was, so it'd probably be like an interesting look at maybe another kind of game that's not fucking super incredibly difficult. Oh, I think you have to do it. Yeah. Well, I don't need it, but if you want to get that, just do this. Bam. Yeah, it just played like it, just a different engine. It probably has some like minor like super obscure differences, kind of like how not Lost Levels, but the what is it? Super Mario Brothers All-Stars. It's the same game, but there's like some differences a fucking nerd could fucking tell you like 100 different facts about. No, I didn't. Okay, fuck off. It's not what I wanted to do, but whatever. I'm not gonna complain about it. I think I can suck in the blocks coming up here. Yeah, it looks like it's slower, but it is... Because I wasn't sure if the NES was going to be the faster one or if it was going to be that system, but no, I think the NEC came out first, I think? I wonder if that was like Nintendo's plan. They knew it was going to be a slow piece of shit, so they're like, you know what? You can make it, so people can be like, well, this sucks. I'm going to go make the... Oh, it's this one. All right. Just go, just go, just go! No! Fuck. Fuck off. Yeah, PC gaming wasn't good back then. That was when PC gaming was shit. It wasn't until, like, I would argue the Doom era that, like, when Doom and Wolfenstein started... Not even Wolfenstein, just Doom. That's when, like, PC games were, like, starting to get much better than their console counterparts, or at least for the most part. It usually runs into the situation of when consoles first come out, they're pretty impressive, but overall, you know, anybody with a decent PC, like, it's like with when the you know, PS4, Xbox One, and when those came out, you know, immediately, you know, they had to with whatever the fuck it was, Watch Dogs, they had to make the game look worse and not have it have 60 FPS on the PC version for the fucking you know, to make it look good. Oh, here's a category for one of the worst fucking games in the entire. This is supposed to have a use. What is the fucking use? Okay, you made the room bright. Now what? Like, you just made me reset my ability. Fuck off. Yeah, that's basically what it was. Adventure games and shit like that. Alright, I think the next one's the boss room. I don't think we get into stage 7s until, like, chapter 4 or 5, I think? You guys are going way too quick. Actually, thinking about it, I think Krakow gives you high jumps. I don't think I worry about taking him. I never played Commander Keen, but I did play a little bit of King... No, have I played King's Quest? I know I've seen a lot of Let's Plays of them. They're fucking hilarious. I love watching... I've watched a few different people play King's Quest V, and it's just funny, like, when you know, it's just trial and error, and you fall off the fucking... You fall off the cliff, and the way he yells is amazing. It sounds like they fucking, like... They actually pushed him off a cliff to get that recording. I'll have to check out the Commander Keen series because it sounds interesting. Wait, so Kirby didn't actually eat these guys? It's a little weird. It's just kind of hard, you know, keeping them in your stomach. That's weird, Kirby. You're weird. You're never gonna take off. Oh wait, no, this isn't. Oh, I'm getting the wrong worlds mixed up here. I thought Krakow was here. That's my bad. I love the Sun and Moon. I feel like they're... I think it's only this game in the remake that they're actually characters. I forget if they're in Dreamland too. They might be. It's actually kind of funny I have the cutter ability since that's what the moon gives off. Oh, fuck off. All right. Oh, fuck off. All right. Oh, they're in Pinball Land? Oh, I can't think of Kirby. Oh, no. No, it's not Pinball Land. It's another one. What is it? There's another one that's, yeah, the Sun and Moon are fighting in that game. I know that one. But they're not, like, actual characters, like bosses to fight in that one. I would say this is a fun... Oh, god damn it. This is a fun example of nice boss work. Instead of them just being like, oh, you know, it's been a little while, I need to spit out something for you to hit me with. It's like they're actually trying to hurt you here. No, I don't want to die. I want to win. I want to win. I want to win. No, fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. And now the world's entire atmosphere has been thrown off, thanks to Kirby. Yeah, Mr. Shine and Mr. Bright. There we go. I like them. I like them as bosses, the way they work. I'm surprised they haven't brought them back in more current games, because they bring back so many of the other enemies, Krakow and fucking Wispy, and, you know, they even brought back the fucking animals from Dreamland 3 that were basically the Lololo and Lalala ripoffs. Like, why not? Why not these guys? I don't know. Maybe they're too much important. They're too important to the story now. Like, they were made to be good guys, and They're just like, nah, we don't want them to be bad guys again, despite the fact that we've made DDD and Metaknight good guys too. All right, stage 1, 3, and 6. Hidden behind blocks in a dark part of the stage. All right, I will try to remember that. If I forget, then whatever. Oh no, it's not what I wanted to do. Fuck off, computer. They really weren't that great. I mean, I think it's nice that they kind of brought back the idea of Lololo and Lalala. Then again, Dreamland 3 isn't that great of a game. I personally consider it to be probably the worst Kirby game in the series. No, Kirby, don't fall off and die. Like, I like the charm aspect to it, but it's just so fucking slow. Like, it looks great. It's, you know, it has a good charm to it, despite the fact that Zero's kind of an interesting, you know, creepy boss thing. You know, and the fact that it's kind of cute. It's just not... It's not great. Yeah, great soundtrack, but most of it's remade in 64 as well, so whatever. Yeah, 64 is Dreamland 3, but done better. I also like the idea of the fusing abilities a little better in that game. Like, I like the Animal Friends. Like, I like Dreamland 2. I think Dreamland 2 is a good game. 100%ing it is terrible, but it's a good game other than that. Yeah, the objective system in 3 too. Like, you want to see Zero. Like, that's the cool part of the game. And it's like, okay, here's some stupid shit you have to do. Like in... Oh, what is it? It's like the second one. Second level, your objective... Oh, I think we get UFO here. I don't want to... I want to show it off at least. Yep. Fuck off. Alright, so unlimited flight, basically a combination of laser and beam. Oh, and if you hold down the B button, you can do a charged attack, which I know in Nightmare in Dreamland it goes through blocks. I guess not in this one. In Nightmare in Dreamland it'll go through blocks, but here it's how you hold it. I have never played randomized. I think I was about to ask you a second ago. Did you ever finish your randomizer of that? I did end up watching your... I ended up watching those on YouTube. Those were, or at least when I did. I think you made 2 of them? Okay. I want to play this randomized, because I'm really getting into randomizers recently. Oh, yay, Ball. Who wants to give up UFO for Ball? You know, this is why everybody hates Ball. Everyone went from UFO, and they're like, oh, a new one. I should try out that one. And they're like, what's this shit? What the fuck? No, I've been playing Pokemon Randomizer, and then not too long ago, I started playing Ocarina of Time Randomizer. That was fun, too. Though it took me like 3 or 4 different randomizers to get that to work properly for me. Oh, is this it? No, it's not. Oh, yes, it is! Oh, wow, I found that shit. Fuck yeah. Yeah, well, that's the nice thing about Pokemon Randomizers, though, is that you can still kind of play it and still think of it as the original game. Like, if somebody wanted to do, like, a Let's Play, they could do a randomizer of Pokemon and not really feel like too much has changed of it. No. But when it comes to, like, I don't know, it feels like with other games, they can be a lot more complicated. Yeah, Link to the... I haven't played A Link to the Past. Well, I've played A Link to the Past. I do like it, but I haven't played the... Oh. Okay. But I haven't played it randomized. I thought it was cool they had that Link to the Past / Super Metroid randomizer combination thing. That just seems insane to me. Like, it's crazy what they've come up with for randomizer. They also have... They just came up with entrance randomizer for Ocarina of Time. There's also a Metroid Legend of Zelda randomizer as well. What is with... Like, what one person's like, I love Metroid, I love Zelda, I want to put them together. But for Ocarina of Time, they also have a multi-world randomizer, where if you have to do it on emulator, you can't do it on, like, on other systems, but you can be connected to somebody else, and then, like you open the sword and the randomized item could be like a hook shot, but it could either go to you or it could go to the person you're playing the multi-world randomizer to. You have to stay connected online, but like it's still like interesting what they've been coming up with. Yeah. That's how the SNES one works, where like you leave a certain area and then you go into the Super Metroid world. Fuck off, Kirby. So the fortune teller. Wait, is that Elysis? So going into that building brings you to Super Metroid. So does that one always bring you into Super Metroid, or like, is it like universal no matter how you randomize it, or is that just like how it turned out for you? Okay, that's interesting. I haven't watched any of them, but I thought the concept itself was pretty. That's universal. Okay, that's really interesting. They've been having fun with randomizers. It's I think Pokemon also has to be pretty tame because of the way RPGs work. Oh, I forgot you climb up these things. It's so weird. Because they try to make it look 3D, but your Kirby's crawling on it on a 2D background. That's weird. Kirby, what are you doing? Oh! You never played the multi-world? Yeah. Or not the multi-world, but the... Yeah. I know what you're saying. I don't know. I could play... you know, I wouldn't mind playing a Link to the Past randomizer. I did it... That's probably the only Zelda game I actually liked 100%ing, so that would probably wouldn't be too bad for me to randomize. But, I've only got all the way to, like, the last boss in Super Metroid, and I wasn't collecting enough heart tanks, so when Mother Brain fucks your shit up with that, with the Hyper Beam or whatever the fuck it is, you can't live if you don't have enough health, so I didn't feel like trying to find where I did and didn't get capsules, so I said fuck it. There's a 3-in-world randomizer. Do they use Super Mario All-Stars as the as like the breakdown between, so they didn't have to convert a completely different game together? I'm not great at Metroid either, so I'm with you. I just can't memorize. That's my issue. I can't memorize what I have and haven't gotten, which is why I hate 100%ing 3D Zelda games. The only one I don't mind is Majora's Mask. But for that same reason is the only reason I will never do the randomizer for Majora's Mask. Are we in World 3? I don't think it tells me. No, it doesn't. Just in case. Hover above all the blimps. Continue hovering until you go to the further hover. Okay, I don't think we're at that yet. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. I thought you meant like Super Mario Brothers 3 and World were randomized together. Like that's what I thought you meant when you said that. Oh, okay, it's just a maximum tomato in here. I don't know. I'm not good at platformers in general, so I probably wouldn't be able to play like a Mario. I mean, I still have to beat 3-in-world just in general. I need to beat a lot more Mario games in general. So I did play, I if I remember correctly, I think over the end of last year I ended up finally beating All-Star version, but I did beat Super Mario Brothers 1 through that. Yeah, Super Mario Brothers 3 Mix. Was that the one where it like added like all the really cool elements and shit? Yeah. That I remember you posting about that on your Facebook group a long time ago. That shit looked awesome. It's kind of hard to get into hacks though a lot of times because they end up trying to be like this has to be the most challenging thing on the planet. It's hard to find people who are willing to make one that's like supposed to go up into it. Yeah. It represents most of the Mario games. Which is really interesting. Kind of shows how universal 3 is. That you can do a lot of that with it. I mean, World is good, but I never thought it was as good as... Personally, even I grew up with 3 before I played. No, don't lose that. This will make my life so much easier. Epilepsy test! Okay. Oh, here we go. Nice. I still think that's so interesting they were able to pull that off with the NES. I mean, it probably wouldn't be able to run on an actual NES, but, you know, it still seems kind of interesting that they were able to pull off a lot of the cool tricks with it. Okay, no, we were in World 2, my bad. Oh, they added, like, penguin suit and shit? Okay, that sounds really cool. It seems like they put a lot of effort into that. They actually, like, were like, you know, this is the best NES, you know, Super Mario Brothers game. Let's have some fucking fun with it. You know, I wonder if it's random when when the fire shows up. I know it is for the samurai one. I don't know if it is for this one. All right. No, did it too soon. Damn. Just trying to... Oh, wait. No, damn it. Oh, shit, there's a post-game in it, too? Man, they gave all the effort for that one. You gotta appreciate that. Because, like I said, the majority of ROM hacks just end up being, how can we make this game more difficult than it, than it really needs to be? You know, it's just for players that want a super big challenge. Oh, let's waste the fucking crash ability. Oh, I was about to say, was it not gonna let me lose it? Sorry, Kirby, you ate it. You have to blow up now. Oh, I don't know. Hopefully I have enough time to get here. I don't know if I'll make it. Oh, okay, I can do it. I'll have to check it out. I mean, when you told me about it, I really wanted to play it. My only issue is that I want to beat Super Mario Bros. 3 itself before I play that. I need to get down to that. I still need to beat, like I said, I need to beat like every regular 2D and 3D Mario game. Like, I played them growing up. I just was never good at platformers. But that's also because I was an impatient fuck as a kid. Oh, God. I think it said fly over the blimps now, and then, like, there's something at the end of it. Pretty sure that's what it said. God, this world looks fucking great. Yeah, here we go. This should be it, hopefully. Yep, there we go. Cool. There's a post-game after the post-game. That had to have been... They made the patch, and then they're like, Phil, I still got some ideas. I wonder if that guy's doing anything good. I hope he makes a fucking indie game then. Alright, I'm just gonna have to... Don't go in the world? Okay. I hope that guy's making indie games. It's like with the Super Mario Bros. X thing. The guy who did that made Terraria. I think that's so fucking cool. I think it was Super Mario Bros. X. Okay, so the post-game is actually just... So is it really post-game, or is it like... You know, oh, there's another world that you didn't know there was. Oh, there's another world you didn't know there was. All right, well, I guess I don't have the cutter ability. I don't know, it doesn't really sound like post-game. You fight Bleck? Oh my god, that's awesome. That's nice having some Paper Mario references in that. Especially Bleck, considering, you know, Super Paper Mario was more of a... kind of a combination of an RPG and in a traditional Mario game. Okay, so there are credits. Okay, so that technically makes it post-game. All right. No, fuck off. God, how long have I been recording for? Does this thing not have a timer? I guess it doesn't have a timer. Whatever. I'm good. I can keep going. I need to now you're making me need to... Oh, really? You go through all that effort to get... Well, maybe not all that effort, but still, you go through effort and all you get is fucking sleep? Well, I guess we can show it off now. I'm actually curious. Please let me sleep a little more, please. Alright, well, we're gonna be here for a while. Alright, I need to put more Mario games on my list. Then again, a while ago, I started a stream of trying to 100% Mario... Super Mario 64, but I never, I started it for a bit, and then I stopped, because I don't know, I'm debating on what I want to do with my channel recently, so I've been kind of waiting on what I want to, what the fuck I want to do. Alright. Come on. Come on, Ball, I know you can do it. You're so great, you're such an amazing ability. Oh, well. That was a terrible idea. Oh, God. I'm gonna get my shit fucked here. Why are you black, Bugsy? I'm really curious. Like, no offense or anything. Yeah, it's fine. I'm just curious. Probably the color palette. Actually, that's exactly what it probably is. At least we got backdrop again. Why are you black? Mike Jr. the 2nd, 2019. Fuck you. Shit. Well, can't run for politician now. Not like I wanted to, but... Alright, thank God. Didn't want to lose that. Alright, just go. Just go. I think Ball's gonna be here again. Man, they had fun with these backdrops. Like, how many worlds in NES games are just like, hey, want to just reuse a similar looking world, you know, make it a little different? And Kirby's just like, hey, I got an idea. What if we just, let's make a completely different background. Wouldn't that be cool? Just have balls everywhere? Alright. I thought this was one where you had to get the, no! Fuck, oh, I lost that. I 100% thought this was one where you had to get the 100%, but I guess not. Oh, and I guess you don't glide on water in this game. Interesting. I guess it's just a 1-up. I always thought you got a... I'm not wrong, right? We're in... Chapter 4? Yeah, it's not until 6. You only unlock the warp star this way through that? That's so dumb. Oh wait, what am I doing? That was a terrible idea. Oh yeah, I forgot. This was... What was it? Oh, I remember when your original... I remember watching your original Kirby's Adventure Let's Play. Like, the one you deleted a long time ago. And I remember someone in the comments going in the... in the, you know, oh, did you know that in the remake, you know, he's fucking... He's saying that in the remake, he's an elephant. And I remember you in the comments going, I guess he went Republican. Speaking of politicians. Alright, well, this was my fault. I don't know why. There's just little things you remember, and I always remember that fucking joke. Alright. Okay, cool. So here's throw. It's kind of like backdrop, but instead you throw it. I thought you could hold it in a direction. Okay, you can. Huh, interesting. I know in Return the GBA Remake, you can actually like hold it there for a second. You can like hold it for a second, and then you can kind of throw it in any direction you want. Apparently, you can only throw it forward, slightly upward, and down right. Alright, that was stage 4 or 5? 4, okay. So, not this one, but the next one, we have another switch to hit. Another good music. Oh, and there's Metaknight again, for some reason, helping out Kirby. I do wonder if that was like... If that was like... If like Metaknight trying to help out Kirby is supposed to be like some... Wait, what? Kirby held it there. That was so weird. He held the thing there. Why did he do it then, but not when I actually held the button? Maybe if you like press the button? Alright, well I lost throw. Whatever. What's in here? Oh yeah, 1-up. Well, that's exactly what I wanted. And we start the level over again. Fuck off, game. Alright. Let's try this again. Oh, I know. Wait, what? Oh, maybe this was all for the 1-up? No, I guess I fucked up. No, come on, Kirby. There you go. Okay, that was just for the 1-up. Okay, well, I fucked up. One of the funny things I always found about Kirby is how well the series did, despite the fact that Sakurai left. Because, like, fucking... I mean, I don't know. Like when it came to like Sonic and Mega Man, it's like, oh, the creator left. Well, either we're never gonna make another Mega Man game, or we're just not gonna fucking be able to make any fucking have a good idea how to make games anymore, like Sonic. I mean, they got good at it again later, but it just kind of, I don't know. It feels like they kind of had a fucking problem. Where with Kirby, like immediately afterwards, they were still making good games. Because I know the last game that, the last Kirby game he, like, worked on, at least as director, was, Air Ride. And then I think he helped out with, it might have been Nightmare in Dreamland too. One of those games was the last one, and then I think he helped out a bit with, Amazing Mirror. Which I guess is also probably one of the lower, funny enough, one of the lower liked Kirby games. The only reason I like Amazing Mirror is because it uses an ability. The copy abilities are kind of similar to Superstar. Because for some reason, like with Squeak Squad and fucking like a combination of Squeak Squad and what was the other one? I can't remember it. Like for some reason they like the idea of going, okay, well Kirby has an ability and it only does one thing. Like you have Cutter, you can just throw it in front of you. That's it. Yeah, I guess you could jump over it and try to do special tricks, but that's it. We're like, Superstar is awesome. And it's just like, oh, here's an idea. We'll make it so there's like 1,000 different fucking uses for it. You go up to an enemy, you can fucking slash him a few times, you know, if you... I don't know. It's what I always liked about, Come on, I don't want to get hit. There we go. Okay. I somehow didn't die there. That's quite surprising. That's probably one of my few issues with Kirby 64 too. That and the fact that the puzzles in the game aren't really that great. That's why, at least when it comes to Ultra, I like Superstar better than 64. I don't know, the recent Kirby games have been fucking amazing, honestly. Return to Dreamland was great. What is it? 3 Triple Deluxe was good, and then Robot Planet was fucking awesome. Star Allies kind of, eh. Like, it was good, but it felt rushed. Okay, pitch black corridor. Hop over the gap and go up the large stairs. There will be a spook. Swallow it and get the light. Illuminate. Oh, okay. That's the one where you have to illuminate the room. And then that's the only way you can see the door. Okay, I remember that one. Okay. Oh, well, I lost that. Better to lose it now than right when you see the door. I wonder if there's anything down here. Anything special? Nope. All right. What do you got? Let's see if Sword's much better than Parasol. Or not. They really made the... I don't know. At first I was like, abilities are so much better than just being able to spit it out. But at least here, it feels like it's actually better to fight these bosses with... the mini-bosses, anyway, without abilities. In future games, it ends up becoming a challenge. Okay. Sorry, Mike, but you gotta go fuck off now. This is the one where we need... If not this one, the next one is when we're gonna need light. No. Oh, somehow I didn't get hit there. Nice. Alright. If not here, there's another one that we need it. Something that makes light one of the worst abilities in this game is it's not even as bad. Yeah, I'll just keep light and see if I can go into another level with it. But it's not even the fact that light is bad. But if you play the roulette wheel, you're really hoping to get your hands on UFO, and then like some bullshit comes along and you get light and you're like, you fucking serious? Oh, come on. All right, well, I guess I'll do this instead. This is a puzzle I hate because you don't know the trick until you start playing it. Until you do it once. Like, oh, it brings it up and then you got to do it again. Okay, large ladder. Okay, I'm seeing the ladder now. Oh, no, I guess not. Damn. Alright, well, I missed it. I will have to go back in and find that damn switch. Okay, now I'm pretty sure this one's Krakow. Because I think the only other boss we have now is the mechanical robot. You know, one thing I didn't like when watching Chugga Conroy's epic Yarn playthrough is he used the phrase UFO is usually the best ability in every Kirby game, and it's like it's not even in that many Kirby games. I know he's not a big Kirby fan, but I always found that to be like slightly annoying to me when he said that when he played Epic Yarn. Alright, in the pitch black corridor, hop over a gap, go up the large stairs. A spook, swallow it to get light and illuminate the path. I have no idea where this is. Alright. I'm cheating with this one. I really should have just kept this open earlier. Was I supposed to go backwards? That's probably what it was. I was supposed to go back to the left. That's the only way. Okay, he gets it. Okay, then he goes left. Oh, I see it now. It's hiding. Oh, no, it's not. Where the fuck is it? Okay, alright. So I was in the right room, just to... I thought about going backwards, and I'm like, nah, that's not it. It didn't say anything about going left. It's an NES game. You're always supposed to go right. Those are the rules. You know, I'd probably absolutely hate NES games if it weren't for the fact that my uncle absolutely loved, I think he even still has a stack of NES games. He even has, like, a lot of the older controllers and shit, too. Like the... What is it? Not the arcade pad, but whatever the one with the basically the giant fucking controller with all the, like, the turbo buttons on it. I always thought that was interesting. Alright, Mike. We're going around, just stay like that. There we go. Alright. I don't really need you. Okay. What the fuck was this guide on about going up a large set of stairs? Like, I get the gap now, but I was, like, expecting, okay, stairs. That makes it nice and easy. Oh, fuck off. Alright, let me at least get in the room. No! Okay. Thought I lost that there. I'm probably gonna die here. No, Kirby, turn around, Kirby. Wait, what? Oh, I must have gotten full life when I got the switch. I remember hearing the sound effect in, I think, the remake, but I don't think they made a sound effect for getting that back here. Alright, just fly over it. Just fly over it. That was the point of Kirby being able to fly, was to allow you to cheese levels. There's a third reason why 64 probably isn't too amazing. I don't know. I guess it gives it some worth. A challenge is that Kirby actually has a limit to how long he's in the air for. I think that's like the only game that does that too, or at least main Kirby game. Air Ride might do that. Air Ride's another game I'd love to get all the challenges in, but I don't know. Some of them are very painful. Okay, so, what's in... Oh, wait, no. Museum has, like, ball and shit, I think. Fuck it. We'll go in with beam. Okay, so we do have Krakow. Alright, well. They gave us high jump, so we'll just fucking use it. Oh, that's right. I forgot. You go up first, and then you, fight Krakow. I still find it funny they brought this back in Return to Dreamland. They had a lot of good ones, though, too, which I was surprised they never brought back again. Like, fucking Spear and... I don't know. Okay, no jump the hump here. Oh, he spits out... Oh, okay. I thought he... I must be thinking of different games where he spits out Waddle Doos. The ones that give you beam. How the fuck did I miss that? Come on. Alright. That is World 5. And I am starting to feel tired, so I think I need to figure out where it has like how long this has been going on for. When did I start? Like 4:30? It's only been an hour and a half, I think. No, I want to save some content for next time, so I think I'll call it quits for today. It's been nice and fun. Got through most of this shit. So, I'm pretty sure I got everyone. Yeah, from what I was watching with the video, I got everyone up until this point, so that's good. So all I have is World... Yeah, 5, 6, and 7, I believe? Or is 7 the one where it's the... I don't know. I gotta be close. Here, it's on here, actually. Yeah, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, yeah. So I got a lot more to unlock in the future ones, so I guess that's where we'll spend our time in the next next stream, which hopefully will be next Monday. I don't think I have anything special going on, so... Alright. Well, it has been a lot of fun. I appreciate you coming hanging out, Iron Fury. It's been fun talking with you. Hopefully, whenever you stream again next, hopefully I'll catch you there. So, but anyway, thank you all for watching, especially when this goes up on YouTube, and I hope you all enjoy. This is Mike Jr. II, signing out. I should actually probably save this, just to make sure I don't all of a sudden wonder why it didn't save. Quick menu. Save state. Okay, there we go. Now I don't have to worry about losing that. Alright, catch you guys later.